Hey, it's Dan, Windows to Go. So I worked up a couple options and wanted to just take a minute to go through the differences of Andersen versus some of the other guys. One of the main companies that we use to strategically compete against what Andersen offers is Plygem. And Andersen is not really a wood window. It's a vinyl wrapped window. That PermaShield is what they call it. PermaShield series. And PermaShield meaning, yes, it is wood, but it's completely encased in vinyl. So it's kind of, the idea of that is, yeah, it's a wood window, but it's wrapped completely in vinyl. So why are you paying a wood window price for an inferior product? Not that vinyl's bad. I don't think vinyl's bad. We sell vinyl here as well. But, you know, we have vinyl window pricing and then we have wood window pricing. And I've quoted this two different ways for you, and I'm just going to go ahead and go through the differences here. I just wanted to show you on the screen so you can kind of see what that is and what you get. So Andersen, this is the Andersen 400 series casement and awning section detail. Now this is really what is going to speak, I guess, to the difference in all of this. You know, when you look at it, when you look at the section detail, it's not looking at the logos, it's not looking at the price point, it's looking apples to apples what you get. So an Andersen 400 series awning, you can see here, yes, it is wood. There's not much wood there, but that is wood. This is wood in the sash, what holds it together, right? It's all wood components. Absolutely is. No denying that. That is wood. That is vinyl wrapped. Problem with this, there's a few things. First of this, you know, it's not really a wood window. You know, yes, you could see wood to the inside. It's not really a wood window though. You have the vinyl wrapped wood completely encapsulated here. They use this glazing bead like this on here, which is not bad, but that's what vinyl windows use. They use that vinyl glazing bead like that, and they have their windows wrapped in vinyl. This process, not that it's a bad product, Andersen's an okay window, but the price point of an Andersen window versus the price point of some of the vinyl guys out there, where it's, again, not the same thing, but it's much more apples to apples to play a vinyl window against an Andersen 400 series casement or awning as it is compared to an aluminum clad wood product, which is a true wood window. With this, just as a note, if you have a natural interior, which is what most folks want to go with when they do a wood window, because it's vinyl wrapped, you're going to see whatever that exterior color is from the inside, or on the inside of that here, because it's completely vinyl wrapped. So you're going to have a white rectangle around the inside of that window, no matter what you do. Again, not always an issue, but why not go with a vinyl window? You know, it's pretty much the same thing. That's kind of my thought process when it comes to this. Also, the thickest point on this Andersen window, you'll see the jamb is only 2 7/8. The rest of that is extension jamb to meet it to be 4 9/16, 6 9/16, whatever you need. The thickest point on all of this is only 1 1/8 thick. And that is not much of that window that's for structural integrity. It's also just a thin vinyl nailing fin. Now for installation purposes, that is it's rigid, you know, it doesn't fold, but it's a very thin gauge of vinyl that is wrapped around that, and that's what that nailing fin is used for. I mean, you can just simply take a razor knife, slice right through that, slice it off, you know, which I guess could be convenient if you're doing masonry opening or something like that. But it's not really holding to the structure of the window, which I'm going to show you the differences on that otherwise. So very thin style jamb members on that. Not very thin, but, you know, 1 1/8 at the thickest point, and there's not a lot there. You only have right here and right here that's 1 1/8. I mean, it's very thin gauge, very light use window in Andersen vinyl wrapped PermaShield slider. And again, not a bad window. It's an okay window, but why are you paying wood window pricing for what is technically a vinyl window? Up to you, you know? They do insulated glass, they do low E, they do argon, they do all that stuff. So that's an Andersen. I also quoted you two versions of another company, Plygem. I quoted you the 1500 series by Plygem. They do casements, they do awnings, they do single hung windows. And that's going to be a decent, vinyl window as a new construction window that we use as a way to put a price alternative to an Andersen. So we have that in play, that we'll have a Plygem 1500 series. But what I'm going to show you is what a true wood window is in aluminum clad versus what the other guys do. So this is Plygem. This is their Mira series. Now Mira is a full 4 9/16 jamb. You could see the extension jamb on that is not like the Andersen. The Andersen extension jamb. Just going to try to pull it by here so you can see as close to apples as we can get. Now this here is 1.25 inches thick. The entire thing is 1.25 inches thick. This is 1 1/8 at this point and this point, and that is all. Again, 2 7/8, and then extension jamb gets added. This is a full 4 9/16 jamb. This is a full frame wood window to the inside. It's not 2 7/8 like your typical vinyl windows are, with an extension jamb to add to that. You have the full structure of a full frame wood window versus something that's pieced together. Also, you can notice here the nailing fin. This nailing fin is an extruded nailing fin. This is about the thickness of a nickel, and that is extruded aluminum, and that's tied directly into the cladding on that window. You see how this is separated here? That's because it's extruded aluminum. It's not vinyl wrapped. It's much more costly for them to assemble this, but this product is a commercially rated product. You'll see there's no exterior glazing bead that's simply just snapped in like the vinyl windows are. Again, not that those are bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but Andersen touts itself as a wood window manufacturer. And while that may be true to some extent, when you look at the section details, this does not compare to that. This in no way is at all in the same arena as that. This is just a much more solid, substantial window. That integrated nailing fin is going to add much more structure, much more life, and much more length to the window. When you have that screwed in and that nailing fin is integrated into the entire cladding system on the outside, that's a big deal. Glazing bead, nice and clean. You'll see they have these chambers for drainage, so you're never going to have to worry about anything happening to that wood. And look at how nice and clean that is to the inside. It's an all wood interior. So whatever the color is outside, if you want a white inside, you want stained inside, whatever color on the outside it is, it's not going to make a difference when you see it on the inside, because the inside is wood, because it's not just a vinyl wrapped suctioned casement or awning window. It's a full frame window, much more substantial, much stronger than what some of these other guys are. So I'm going to show you the price points on this. I'm not sure where you're at on this, but I'm going to show you the price points on this so you can see the differences. Okay, hold on one second.